It's so cold here. We got all of our little Sherpas, huh? We both have Sherpas on. She's the cutest thing in the entire world, and I can't stop staring at her. I was hoping that this big reveal would be a little bit bigger and more revealing. However, I have hinted at it for so long that you already know. And I also posted about it on Instagram and Facebook and the Sanctuary page and everything else. So this isn't really an announcement at this point, as much as just repeating myself. I am moving. This has been such a long time coming, much longer than I think you even realize on this channel, because a little backstory, essentially when I moved to Georgia, it was because of the house fire that I'd had in Texas. Georgia, the Atlanta area more specifically, worked, and it was green. It had hills and mountains and lakes and all the things I love. I've really enjoyed the years that I've spent here. Not necessarily specifically in this house. I came to Georgia with all of the animals with the intention of purchasing a different home. And unfortunately that fell through. And so I was stuck in a home. It was just a temporary place. Didn't really have the accommodations or the land or anything else I needed. The animals were not happy, and I needed to find some place fast. And that's when this house came up. And yeah, it's just never really fit all of my needs. I've just never really loved it or felt incredibly happy here, I suppose. In fact, I feel like I've just sort of felt like my life has kind of been put on hold the entire time I've been in this place. So in the last year, with the ending of the relationship I had been a part of, and with the creation of the nonprofit sanctuary and all of that, I really seriously started looking, and I looked everywhere. So I looked at homes in Texas, I looked at homes in Michigan, I looked at homes in Tennessee, I looked at homes in Georgia. Right as I thought I was making up my mind to move back to Michigan to be closer to my family, I found this place, and it's perfect. I still am, none of it's really sinking in yet. So some of the biggest criteria for my house, my list, was ideally more than 20 acres. I have 11 here, and it was not enough. Ideally, it would already have at least one barn in place, and fencing and everything in place was all just a huge added bonus. I really wanted a pond. I preferred it not being on a main road, a busy road, but still close enough to feed store. More the first thing on the list, not a grocery store, or restaurants or anything like that. No, I needed to make sure there was a feed store nearby. That's where I go the most frequently. Internet, though, that was the thing that really did a lot of places in. But for me, it is top 3 priority, I think, because I really, really enjoy this channel for starters, and having to spend an entire day uploading videos is discouraging. And streaming, I talk about it all the time. I love it. I love being able to talk to people that watch my videos in real time, have a conversation with you, and share my life and the animals and everything else. This place has, hopefully, we're pretty sure we can make it work. Looking into a couple different options to make that work. If any of you have great IT internet connection advice, please feel free to share. I do that on Twitch though, not on YouTube, so you'll have to head over there. And then as far as the house goes, the part that I actually have to live in, my dream list was that it be historic, really well lit, lots of big windows, because this place was always so dark. It needed to have at least 3 bedrooms. I guess that was kind of it. I looked at some really bad fixer-uppers. This house is incredible. I'm not gonna be doing a house tour in this video, unfortunately. That will be happening in a few weeks. I'm going to be filming every part of the moving, packing, planning process. In this video, you are going to see some of the outside of the home. It's a 200-year-old plantation home, and it has gardens and a pond and currently 60 acres. It's a lot of fencing and enclosure building and work, and then buildings. I have purchased one so far, one very large one for the small animals, and I have a few more that I need to acquire still. So there's a lot of projects that I'm working on right now prior to moving in that I will update you all on. I can see myself living at this place if I'm lucky enough. rest of my life. I can't wait to share it with all of you. Can't wait to share it with all of the animals. The next couple months of my life are going to be very consumed with this. And some other big changes, like, yeah, I'm trying to sell my truck and get a couple of different vehicles that are less expensive so that I can put more of my money into the sanctuary right now. I am trying to basically have an estate sale, sell everything I own in this house because that's less that I have to move. I love thrifting and Facebook Marketplace and all of that. So everything I bought here, I pretty much bought secondhand, used, whatever. So that's just easier. That way I can find it all again. The other home was purchased beginning of December. And so yeah, for 60 days, I've been in this weird limbo. I'm so lucky to have the people in my life that I have, even if they think that this whole idea is a little bit crazy and that having this many pets and making this my life is a bit reckless, and maybe I should get a normal 9-to-5 and just have a dog and a cat and things would be easier and cheaper. But they still, nonetheless, at the end of the day, will spend 14 hours in a car driving here to then break their backs helping me move and build and everything else, because they know it's what I love and what I want and what's gonna make me happy. And that's just, I wish that everyone could have even just one person in their life that's willing to do those things to see them happy. And the fact that I have more than one person is, I just feel so lucky. Everyone here, I feel really lucky to have all of you as well. People that share some of my passion and love and support this whole crazy idea. Okay, that is so much talking, and I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of it because no one likes these long intros where I just ramble. However, that is pretty much most of this video, I think. I will have specific sanctuary update videos doing things just for that, for the animals. And then the house tour, I look forward to that. It's beautiful. Okay, that's enough talking. I'm gonna go put this video together so that you guys can actually see it.